level. So let's just thank Ben and his team, because I'm way impressed. Way impressed with what you guys have done. And it really just warms my heart so much to see all of this. And I also want to just say, Rich, no, I told Rich, you're coming in this car with me. We're going for this spin. I got a couple words here that I wrote down so I wouldn't really forget anything. Let's see how this goes. So, my name's Matt. This is my first year on the Tri-State Trek since 2011. And I want to tell you guys why I'm back. 17 years ago, I started this bike ride with 17 riders and about 20 crew. Some of those guys still here tonight. Some of you know who they are. I had no family connection at the time. We put this event together to raise money and awareness and have an impact and maybe create change. That was kind of the background that I came from. But where am I here? That changed about 2 years ago when my father's cousin, Harold Levy, was diagnosed with the disease. He was had it for about 2 years, about 18 months, and passed pretty quick. But I want to be clear, he was my dad's cousin. We didn't have a real relationship. I knew him peripherally. He was a nice guy. And I don't ride as much for our relationship as I ride for who he was and what he did as a person, because he was really incredible. I'm going to take just a couple minutes to tell you guys about him. He was a successful attorney for Wall Street and then went to follow his passion, serving underprivileged youth in inner cities. He went on to become the chancellor of the New York City Public Schools, where he built 3 high schools in underperforming neighborhoods. Later became the executive director for the Jack Kent Cooke Foundation. This group gives about 1,000 scholarships every year to underprivileged, underserved, high-performing students. He had an impact. He did incredible things, and his story inspired me because that's what this event is about. One person coming out, doing something, making change, and having an impact. And really, that's what his life exemplified. If you guys want to check out his Wikipedia entry, I always think it's amazing. It's a real deal. Chris knows him well, unfortunately. Now, what I want to say is, for as much as I believe that one person makes change and has an impact, one person can't do it alone. And even Harold, for all the things he accomplished, he was a big Democrat, let's be honest. But he worked with Rudy Giuliani to get things done. And if this ride shows us anything, it's that we go further together. Because as much as one person can make change, one needs 2, and 2 brings 4, and then 10, and 100, and 1,000, and 10,000. And that is when change happens, and that is when we can start to make a difference. And that's why I'm committing Trek 2020. I've been saying it all weekend. I'll be back. Bring your friends and your family. This is a great event. There's really nothing like it. And I'll get a little political, just off what Bobby said. Demand from the ALSA that they do more. Because in my time away, I saw other nonprofits with very similar indices. 5,000 diagnosed, 5,000 pass away. They're doing it. There are nonprofits raising hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's not on ALS TDI, that's on our national. We need to demand more from ALSA. Trek 2020.